Shift your perspective. It's all about how you perceive things. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a state of mind. You have the power to shape your own happiness, regardless of external circumstances. Think about it. From the moment we're born, we're bombarded with interpretations of what's good and bad, right and wrong. But what if I told you that these interpretations are learned, not inherent? That means you have the ability to unlearn them, to redefine what events mean to you. Take volume and time, for example. Imagine traffic congestion. It's frustrating, right? But what if you saw it as just another part of life, something that happens every day? By adjusting your perception of its frequency and significance in the long term, you can reduce its impact on your mood. Events are like the weather, they're neutral. It's our interpretation that assigns the meaning. So, when something happens, try to see it objectively, without attaching any emotional value to it. By shifting your perspective, you can neutralize its impact on your emotions. Zoom out in time. Consider the insignificance of events in the grand scheme of things. Will this traffic jam matter in a week, a month, a year? Probably not. So why let it stress you out now? Practice gratitude and perspective. Reflect on situations where things could have been worse. Did your car break down? At least you have a car. Did you lose your job? At least you have skills and experience to find another. By focusing on the positives, you can cultivate gratitude and resilience. Let me give you an example. Imagine a child being called fat by another child. At first, the child is unaffected. But when adults intervene and highlight the negativity of the situation, the child becomes distressed. It's a perfect illustration of how external perceptions can influence our own. Now, think about the death of a pet. It's heartbreaking, right? But what if you reframed it positively? Consider how long the pet lived compared to the average lifespan of its species. Suddenly, it becomes a celebration of life rather than a tragedy. And what about those monumental struggles we face? Reflect on their insignificance in the grand scheme of things. One day, those monuments will crumble, just like our own problems will fade away. So why let them consume us now? We all need motivation, desperately at times. But remember, happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. It's all about your mindset and perception. So, shift your perspective, embrace gratitude, and remember, this too shall pass.